So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with some gliding first. Start with an ooh. Think of that ooh as if you had like say a funnel, but the larger part of the funnel, it's at the back of your throat, and you have just barely closed for the ooh shape up here. Okay. Ooh, and good. Make sure the intensity does not change from bottom to top. As you go back down, you're backing off a little. Okay. So I want you to keep the breath moving and flowing in a forward motion. Okay. Ooh, and make sure you take off almost right away as opposed to sitting on the first note. Ooh, which will make you kind of rush that glide to the top or upper notes. Ooh. So when we do that, we make sure that we're engaging the breath the entire time. There's no way you can just, it's going to be just more evenly supported all the way up, as opposed to when you just sit on the note and you can kind of be more lazy. Okay. Once you're sitting, and then when you start moving, you start engaging, and then you kind of sit back the breath again. That's why I want the breath to move forward, and think of that connection as you go up and down the scale. So you feel that as your voice is always moving, your breath is complete. Your core muscles are going to be engaged the entire time. Let me try that again. On the way down as well. That's better. See, when you start moving right away, you don't have to rush that fifth, especially because it's a larger distance that you have to travel. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have you will eventually rush to the top to make it there on time. It's the same timing, but the distance is longer. Okay. So I want you to start moving right away so that it's gonna move faster, so that you make it there on time. But the glide is never basically gonna stop. Ooh, I think we were a little higher. And yeah. Good. Good. Now on the top, I'm going to change the vowel a little. We're going to sing oh. So it's going to be ooh. So almost like still an ooh vowel, the shape of the ooh in your tongue, but open towards an all space, just to give it some more room at the top. And that's it. Good. Good. Yeah, don't hold it back. Let it back. Good. Remember the all space. let's change the balance and go from O to A. Just sounds so like easy, like woo, but it really has to be completely engaged for you to be able to glide on the way up and down. So think like a siren, like say the ambulance or something. Just that. And or ah. We don't even need it for the song that you picked for tonight. But yeah, let's keep that. What I want you to be able to achieve is to be able to produce a clear, clean tone regardless of the range that you're singing.
Can't let this go.
the gliding up and down, and create that consistent tone, helping your breath also to move forward. It's exactly what you need to apply here. So let's start from the beginning, and now I'm gonna stop you. Just overall, it's more text. If you start with like too much body, and then we need to grow it later, which you did a great job doing it, like creating that momentum. But I think you can go further to the different extremes, like going from barely, you're just trying to speak out, like trying to hold my breath. Okay, I started from like straight there, trying free, and I'm trying to hold my breath. Okay, now let's try and connect that a bit more. It can be more connected while still saying, and think more simple. I'm trying to hold my breath. Just really just speak it. Be sincere about it. Don't sing it too much just yet. Okay? And I'm trying to hold my breath. Okay, now when you sing the word hold, don't literally hold back. Okay? I'm trying to hold my breath. Bringing the text out without necessarily singing any louder, but stressing the important words on the phrase. Right there. And I'm trying to hold my breath. Yeah. Let it stay this way. Yeah. Can't let this moment end. It's already better. It's already better. Let's work on this right. Let it stay this way. That was good. Now, can't let this moment end. So stay there. Okay. It's like you're grabbing it, but also like always creating this wave effect. Okay. That's very musical to do. But when we do it the entire time, it just takes away from the energy, the overall energy of the phrase. Can't let this moment, can't let this moment end. Like really reflect that moment that you don't want to end, that phrase that you just don't want to stop singing. Okay, can you do it? Can't let, actually let's go from let it stay this way, so we gain a little. Let it stay this way. Come on, let it stay this way. More text than body there. And let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. And I can't let this moment end. More text. And can't let this moment end. Better. Do it one more time. And can't let this moment end. Better. You set off a dream in me. See, here it started again to cut sharpening there. You set off a dream in me. So create a climax in this line. You set off a dream. What would say the most important word is in that, just that line? What you're saying, you set off a dream in me. One word that you would like to stress, or that's dream. Yeah, dream, exactly. Dream. So create that, make dream the turning point of that phrase. Okay. You set off a dream in me, and you set off a dream in me. Yeah, good. Getting louder now. Yes. Tone. It can be breathy, but not as much that it kind of gets off the voice entirely. Take my hand, just a little piano, but not necessarily completely breathy. Take my hand. Think of a more forward kind of sound.
shine of a thousand spotlights.
Now, this is where it starts kind of getting too strictly rhythm, and I want you to really be more flexible with this line, like all the shine of a thousand spotlights, and all the shine of a thousand spotlights. Not stressing just single syllables, but making it more connected and really connected with, you remember the lines that we did? All the shine of a thousand spotlights. There's always, if I kind of slow down what I'm singing, like in a very, very slow motion. All the shine of a thousand spotlights. There's always a connection from one note to the other. It's just, it happens so quick. All the shine of a thousand spotlights that that it's, you can't necessarily perceive it like that, and it comes off as stylish, right? So I always slow it down and make sure it's all connected, not just the right notes, which is what you're doing. The notes are the right notes, the rhythm is perfect. It's just too perfect.
Okay.
And
not letting it flow.
Yeah, and when it doesn't flow, it's less sincere, it's less human, and we want to make it human. All the shine of a thousand spotlights. Yeah.
All the shine of a thousand spotlights.
And do it slowly. All the shine of a thousand spotlights. Again.
All the shine of a thousand spotlights.
All the shine of a thousand spotlights. And
all the shine of a thousand spotlights.
Okay, shine is just a little longer. All the shine of a thousand spotlights. And
all the shine of a thousand spotlights. All the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough.
Good. And now, all the stars we steal from the night sky. All the stars we steal from the night sky. And I know your rhythm, exactly what's on the score. If you hear the original singer, it's not really that strict. They just have to, it has to be something so that they can write it and put it in music. Otherwise it's going to be too hard to read if we really notate everything that she's doing. All the stars we steal from the night sky. All the stars, so it's a little earlier than it's actually. All the stars we steal from the night sky. All the stars we steal from the night sky. All the stars we steal from the night sky. And
all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough.
No, never and enough. It's very well, very legato. Will never be enough. That word enough, it's like, is it really enough? Don't connect it. Be enough will never be enough. Like articulate the E on enough one more time. Will never and will never be enough. And now move it. Enough. Remember what we did with the lines? Enough and will never be enough. See, you're still holding back. No, will never be enough, and will never be enough. Never be enough. No, you feel it. It's coming. It's coming. And I know this is kind of a tricky part because your voice is a little higher. So this is like very central, but you have to feel comfortable singing that. And when you connect it, it's like you're choosing a path. And if the first notes are right, for instance, if you're singing enough, that's in a good placement. When you connect it to the, when you sing the top note and connect it to that good place note, enough, you're just gonna make sure that you continue on singing in this direction. Instead of enough, and you place it, like literally you take it from here and you put it there, but it sounds like two different sounds. It's not like a consistent, solid sound the entire time. When we get to master the gliding, that simple exercise that's not really that simple, we apply it in our singing and we get a more solid and consistent tone. We'll never be enough. And then at the end, enough. Don't just leave it there. Try and sing enough. I think the original singer does that too.
Yeah, I heard it.
And that's always like a stylish thing that you can do too. So enough, and the offset so that it's not so enough, enough,
Sorry.
never be enough towers. And I'm pretty sure you can connect that if you take a really good breath. Enough towers of gold are still too little. Like really, you want to get there, okay? I'll never be enough towers and
Never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little.
that's it. That's better. That's better. That's better. Let's do it one more time and make sure you grow on the longer note. Enough towers of gold. Enough towers. Notice the difference? Enough towers of gold and
Never be enough.
see, that's no.
Yeah,
That was like really the same path. It's like good, but I'm gonna change no. And then you changed it and connected it to the changed sound from the bottom to the top note. Enough. Can you sing that? Enough. Again. Enough. Again.
Enough.
Sing. Oh. Good. Enough. No. Never be enough towers of gold.
Are still too little.
Good. From never be enough and
Never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. His hands could hold the world, but it'll never.
his hands could hold the world, but it'll connect and say hands could hold the world. Hands could hold the world, but it'll hands and this hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough. These hands could hold the world, but it'll. These hands could hold the world, but it'll. One more time. These
Hands could hold the world, but it'll.
Good. The bottom note is not really stressed. It just happens to be there.
Okay.
These hands could hold the world, but it'll. And
These hands could
Yeah.
hold the world, but it'll
Keep going.
never be enough. Never be enough.
that was not bad. It's not that
Really?
bad. It
I
really
thought it
wasn't
took
that
the
bad.
first time.
Yeah, I mean, you would always improve, but it's not that bad.
Okay.
So just go with it and grow. Make it grow. Never be enough for me. Now try and open that up a little, turn it up. Enough, because in the range where it is, we need to open it a little more.
Okay.
If we sing enough, it's gonna come off as classical a
Okay.
little. And if you try and sing more with a mix as opposed to like head voice, it may break because
Okay.
it's too close. So if you feel like, oh, but it's breaking, so it's not working, and you go back to head voice, completely head voice, then you're not really trying to make it like sing it in a different style. But if we modify the vowel a little, it's just this much, it's gonna sound enough. But if we sing enough at the top, in that range, the only way you're gonna be able to sing that is classically. Okay, so just let's just play with the vowel a little. Enough, enough, and never be enough for me. Never, never. And just that a little. Never, not that. Never for me, never enough. Yes. Never enough. Never enough. Energy. For me. Like the chime of 1,000 split nights, all the stars were still from the night sky. Never be enough. Never be enough. This is, oh my gosh, that was so great.
Oh,
So
nice.
great. Just enough, enough. Get more twang there. And enough. A little more on that enough. It sounds enough. And it's not really sounding classical, but it sounds like it's on an edge, like
Okay.
too chesty, because of how close the vowel is.
Okay.
If you open the vowel a little more, it's gonna come off. It's gonna be more comfortable to sing that without the fear of it breaking.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So let's start from never be enough. And we said that had to be really loud.
Okay.
Because it needs to grow again a little later. And
Never be enough.
this is gonna be enough. And
Never be enough.
you need to breathe,
Okay.
but don't connect it. Be enough. Never be enough. And
Never be enough. Never be enough.
down is so gone. Okay, you're still breathing.
Like, I don't know where I'm
There's
going.
not enough time to breathe there, and you don't really need to. Never be. What I want you to really re-articulate the E vowel. Never be. Okay. We can explore with some vocal fry. Never be enough. Totally acceptable as long as it's comfortable. Okay, not
Okay.
too high. And never
Never be enough.
connect it.
Never be
Open it.
enough.
Towers of gold are still
Still
to
to
it.
it. These hands could hold the world, but it
Yeah.
will never be enough.
Open it.
Never be enough for me. Never, Okay.
I don't know if it's right
That's
here, but yeah, that's the last spot you have a chance to do it. Okay, so we do never be enough. Really make sure it's almost an ah vowel,
Okay.
not really ah, but ah. And enough and never be we lost track of it. So keep never. Okay, same energy. Yeah, okay, good. See, what I notice is a pattern of never, and then it kind of gets softer as you go lower. Maintain the energy. Never. All the way to the end. Never. 3 and never. be in your comfort zone, and that's your money notes. That's where your money notes are. So exploit it more. Never enough, never enough, or never enough. Whatever you want to do with the phrasing, it's fine, as long as you really show it off. That's you. Okay, so it's like anything went wrong with the bottom end of your range, or not that good, not that impressive, I would say, this is what's gonna make it. Okay, so exploit it more. Never enough, never, 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 never enough, never, never enough. Okay, so just play with it. I want to tell you do this, but let me see what comes from me. And
which one? Wait, where am I?
all three of them.
Okay.
3.
Never enough, never, never, never enough, never, never, never enough.
Okay. Good. That's better. Can you play a little more with length and not both of them to be even? Like no, or no, or something. Whatever comes to mind. But just play with the rhythm a little more. Sure, it's easy to you because it's me singing up there. Heavens, right? Never enough. 3.
Never enough, never, never, never enough, never, never, never
You did it.
for me.
Good. Now, even energy, even though it's softer, still energy moving forward. For me. And a little offset, something to offset. Can we approach it with more of a straight tone? And then for me. And then in the end, if you want to lead some, but not like doesn't need to sound. I don't want it to sound like you purposely. This is where I sing straight tone and then I let it go.
Okay.
Right? Now, funny. Let it just be what it wants to be. Yeah.
For me.
Okay. Your voice is totally exposed there, so that's your moment to shine. And then, so one more time. Let's sing that for me. And if you can sing it more close, it's fine too. You don't have to sing for me. Like I've seen so many singers singing literally for me, for me, and it's totally different. What I do, it's I kind of blend in or kind of want to match a little, even though it's a little more open the higher I go. I want it to be gradual, not like me, May.
Okay.
This is gonna sound like May.
Should she start doing it in the second one?
For me, always a little more for me, if you need to.
Okay.
And then for me.
Okay.
And then in the end, you can close into an A vowel.
Okay.
And it's going to sound more natural to the language. Okay, for me, for me,
For me.
Can you sing an E there? Like a real me there? And for me. And not too close. For me. Open E. There. For me. It's like the pressure, it's more like a vowel, but the shape of the tongue is still on E. For me. So like I still have an E, but when I open more, it gives me the room that I need for the resonance to be the right resonance up there, like a very nice warm tone. For me, but the shape of the tongue is an E.
Okay.
Instead of thinking plain E, and then A, no, A, okay? Of course, on speech level, it's gonna sound like the wrong vowel. But when we sing in that range, and with that modification, little modification that we do on the vowel, it's gonna work. Because the frequency favors, those vowels favor this frequency, this height on the note, okay? Let's take it, for me, just actually all three of them, for me, and
For me. For me. For me.
and wide as opposed to tall. Okay, this is just one more time because that was so good when you actually opened it. Okay, for me and for me. For me. Tall. For me. Tall. For me. Okay. If you were to perform this like anytime soon, I would maybe work on the offsets of some of the phrases, but this was great. I think we hear some difference now.